and welcome. Today I will be talking about managing stress for kids, stress management for kids. This is a very important topic because it has a lot to do with their emotions, how they feel, which may be which may be an effect to how they behave in social gatherings, in school, churches, and wherever they go to. Now, I was with a parent sometimes this weekend. She was lamenting on how she's so stressed with school runs. There are parents who do mostly the school runs, focus on their kids and everything. So she was complaining in front of her kids and indirectly speaking to her kids that, oh, I'm so tired about the school runs. Please, you people should not stress me. The fact that I'm coming for this swimming team training doesn't mean that you have to swim anyhow. You should take into consideration the stress I go to. And one of our kids, who is a boy, replied and said, Mommy, I am also stressed as well. I've been in school since morning. I am also stressed as well. And it made me think to agree with him that yes, kids can be stressed. So today we are going to focus on the signs to know when your kids are stressed and what you can do to manage the stress. Because come to think about it, stress cannot be avoided, it can only be managed.
I am the governess.
Now, children can be vulnerable and sensitive easily to stress from peer pressure in school. Last time I spoke about peer pressure, I took some time to speak about peer pressure, and children can easily be stressed via peer pressure in school. The expectation to be their best self in school, in their sporting activities, extracurricular activities, academic activities, the pressure to want to be the top in the class. So yes, kids can be stressed. Kids can be stressed emotionally. It's not just adults that can be stressed. Kids as well can be stressed. Now, I'm going to be taking with you a few signs on how to know that your child is stressed. Here, I said number one, illnesses. Once you realize your child has a minor illness like headache, stomach ache, migraine, and all, it is a sign to know that your child is stressed. It is a sign to know that your child is stressed. A change in behavior. Now, these changes in behavior comes in different ways. You see that sometimes a child is happy in the morning and when he comes back from school is frowning. This is what I always tell the few parents I have an opportunity to talk to. And I will always say, don't be negligent. Don't be too negligent. Don't ignore. I know kids can be whiny. I know kids can exaggerate when it comes to, and they can go extra mile to get what they want. They can be very petty when it comes to getting what they want. But there are times that you need to sit and observe your child. It is very important as your parent to not neglect even the least thing that happens to your child. It is very, very important. Don't be ignorant. Don't ignore things that happen to your kids. Now, these mood swings, you realize that your child is in the morning is happy, and in the evening or in the afternoon after school, you realize that okay, it's so sad, almost upset, or looking like he or she wants to cry. Sit, observe that. That could be a sign of stress as well. Sometimes you ask them, are you okay? They will say yes. Did anything happen in school? No, nothing bad happened in school. And you're wondering as a parent, what could be the problem? They could be stressed. Sometimes they can also be cranky. They can also develop irritability. The thing irritates them and they can just be cranky and just flare up at any little thing that you know that okay, on a normal day this my boy or my girl wouldn't react to something like this. I mean, we joke about this all the time, so you know that on a normal day they wouldn't react to this. So that is also a sign of stress on kids. Now, a part of illnesses could also be insomnia. You know that your child, your boy child or your girl child, is a king and a sleeping beauty. So you realize that for 3 nights he or she has not been sleeping well. You need to focus and be careful, and just be careful to observe that he or she may be stressed from school. Now, difficulty in concentrating in school, which could also be as a result of decreased academic performance, decreased extracurricular performance in school, and a low motivation. You realize that they are not as active as they are usually in school. Their class teacher calls and says that I realize Ayomide is not as active as he is in his academics. In fact, is decreasing academically. You need to be able to observe that, so that these things could also be a sign of stress. So let me just list them out in order. Illnesses could be a sign of stress, changes in behavior, mood swings, and irritability, being cranky, insomnia, difficulty in concentrating in school, a decreased academic performance or extracurricular activity performance, and a low motivation. Now let us talk about how you can manage stress for your kids.
I am a governess.
Okay, number one, what can you do as a guardian, as a parent, and as a caregiver about your child when he or she is stressed? Number one, let them know they can talk to you as an adult. Let them know that you are open to discussion. Let them know you are open to conversation. Sometimes, in fact, all kids may not be able to understand what it means by stress, anxiety, worry, and all, but you asking them what the problem is, what the challenge is, what exactly is wrong, can go a long way, and it will mean a whole lot for them when you keep asking, I need you to talk to me, what is happening, what is wrong. So let children know, let your kids know that you are open to conversation, and they can speak to you at any time. And please, when your kid is speaking to you, try to maintain an eye-to-eye contact. This is a different topic entirely. It should be under communication with your kids. But I would just like to chip this in that most parents in the media, phone, and technical world, digital world that we live in now, when we have child time with our kids, let me just call that, or mommy time or daddy time with our kids, let's try to minimize the things that we do. So let our eyes be fixed on their eyes. It helps them to know that you are actually paying attention and you're ready to listen to them. So number one, let them know that they can talk to you, no matter, even as much as they may not be open. Not all kids are open. Not all kids are open to speak to you. Not. I remember when I was young, I used to be a very timid person. Push out the words in me. Tell me what's happening. I will not speak to you until maybe you push it out and you bother me for a long time. Then I will speak to you. And it wasn't really a good thing, because it was something that as I grew up, became a challenge for me. So in order for you not to allow this to disturb your child's future, sit down and give them the assurance that they can speak to you at any time. Secondly, listen to your child before offering suggestion. A lot of we parents, we need to listen, and not when we listen, let's listen to understand, not listen to reply. A lot of us, we, even as human beings, most of us, we listen to respond instead of listening to how he or she feels. Thirdly, consider doing an activity, with them while they talk. Now, for a girl child, I would suggest activities like cooking, pastry, cleaning, with the mom, having a mom time with your daughter. Consider just make sure you are doing an activity to get them busy, so it's not looking awkward. Not all daughters love this sit down, let me talk to you kind of thing. You doing an activity rather, also it helps to release the stress. It helps to release the stress little by little. When you start doing pastry with them, you call them to come and help you in the kitchen alone, and you're in the kitchen with her, gisting and talking. From there, she starts opening up and starts telling you what exactly the problem is, and the stress starts reducing. For the men, for the boys, you can do physical activities. You can go for a walk. Even for the girls, you can go for a walk with your mom. You can go for a walk with your dad. You can take them on a walk. You can take your kids on a walk. You can take them on sporting activities. You can take them out for swimming. Just activities that would help to push out the conversation, that will help to make the conversation environment a bit less awkward and calm. Fourth, stress management. Suggest deep breathing exercise. This is one thing that I always do with my boy child. There are times that with my boy, there are times that he gets agitated about some things, and he's a very should I say, he loves it when things are done well, and when it's not done well, he kind of gets agitated about it. So when it starts like that, I tend to just say, okay, take a deep breath in. He holds it, we count up to 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and he breathes out. Now, the first time, your child may not be fine with it, but trust me, as you the second time or the third time when you do it, it's going to there will be a difference. There will definitely be a difference when you suggest deep breathing exercises. So before you even start a conversation, that may be the first thing. Just say, okay, so I'm just going to show you something. Let's do something interesting right now. Taking a deep breath, hold it for 5 to 10 seconds, and breathe out slowly. And breathing out, as you could ask them to picture their worry, picture how whatever is bothering them is going out of their body. So when they picture that and they breathe out like that, it is a solution. It is a tip for stress management as well. Next, practice yoga together. Not all families are into yoga, but for those who are into yoga and some other things, you could practice yoga with your child in a very quiet and serene environment. Practice yoga together. Lastly, try quick stress relief ideas. You know what your child likes for extracurricular activities. You could introduce that and do it with him or her. Please don't leave it for them to do alone. You have to do it with them. It could be reading, it could be playing a game, a board game, a chess game, or something. You could also give them a massage. You could take them to a spa to just get them a mild leg baby spa, or a massage and all, and Yes, and it's also a way to reduce the stress.
I am Governess.
Okay, so I've come to the end of today's session of stress management with kids, and I hope I have been able to speak a little about how you can help to manage your child when he or she is stressed. Now, if you know a parent, a guardian, a caregiver, anyone you know would be interested or this would be of helpful, please like and share to them. To subscribe on my channel, you can click on the red button below to subscribe to my channel. Until then, see you. Bye.